It says, "When all of the planets are in a row, then it is the great birthday of the sacred Seth. His door will open and you will render homage to him." This strange machine shows various dates. The thing is open. It's best if I don't touch that if I like my fingers. That worked. That won't work. It's a priest's staff that is totally out of fashion. So far, so good.
Finally! What day is it today? What day? No, don't tell me. Let me guess. Oh, I'm so excited. Cattle. A huge herd of cattle just for me alone. Oh, how lovely. Oh no, I already got that 200 years ago. I'm sure you've come up with something new.
Us? Something new?
I've got it. A scepter. Made out of shiny gold and platinum. Much bigger and heavier than my old one. No, I didn't guess right. What else could it be? Say, who are you anyhow? And why aren't you wearing a ceremonial Seth robe?
Because ceremonial Seth robes are so out at the moment.
I can only be reawakened by my faithful followers. Could this mean that today isn't even my birthday?
Which birthday would this be?
You didn't change my clock, did you?
Me? Well...
Are you actually aware of how much time it takes to reset the time on a clock like that again? Boy, oh boy! You barely begin to sink into a divine sleep of a few centuries, and then some schmuck comes waltzing through here and botches things up big time. Alright, I'm sure you didn't just wake me up for the fun of it. So what's the deal here?
Bestow upon me divine power?
Divine power? Do you actually know who it is that you have in front of you? I am the mighty Seth. I am the being who triumphed over Osiris, and I'm the being who strewed his body parts to the four winds, except for his heart. I'm keeping that as a souvenir, and it presents the possibility of attaining complete control over him. Ever since then, Osiris has been incarcerated within the confines of the underworld.
Osiris? I built a temple for him in my palace.
Hang on, whose side are you on anyway?
What do you mean, whose side? My own, of course!
I mean, who are you rooting for in the imminent battle of the gods?
Battle of the gods?
The time for the great battle draws nigh. The gods have begun already to don their armor. The guardian of the ANK has failed. The divine power has been released, and now everyone's out to exploit it for their own intentions. Osiris's power grows, but he won't be able to channel his power as long as his heart belongs to me. Ha ha! A great power dwells in this divine heart, a power that is entirely at my disposal. The cards will be mixed anew. Who will rule over mankind? Who will rule over the underworld? When the planets have formed the constellation of the Camel, the fate of the gods will be decided. And now, excuse me, I have preparations to make.
It's always such jolly good fun to chit-chat with the gods. What were we talking about again? Apparently, someone is using the temple as his garbage dump. I hope they stay as lifeless as they look. He's not in any mood for jokes. I put it in my pocket.
You dare to take the urn, cursed one?
Yikes! The sullen Seth is back.
This is the urn that bears the heart of Osiris. I tore it out of him with my bare hands. And I need it in order to stand a chance against him in the battle of the gods. As punishment, I will now use my divine powers to smash you to pieces.
How is that supposed to happen?
I will send my army of scorpions.
Can't we talk about this some more?
The time for talking has passed.
Why?
The machines of war have already been set into motion, and stopping them now would really aggravate the weapons lobbyists.
You mean the scorpion lobbyists?
Exactly. Tremble before my army of scorpions.
What? This is the army of scorpions?
Well, there used to be more a few centuries ago. But even this one could kill you horribly within seconds.
One single, pitiful, puny scorpion with encroaching senility? And he's only got 5 legs!
I will now leave you combatants to your fate. You will suffer a wretched demise, impudent pharaoh. Ha!
I'll take this weird clump out. The most pitiful scorpion army that I can imagine. Now! I picked up the lid. I've put the little guy in a safe place. Can anyone up there hear me?
That can't be. El Caravano, you actually made it! Everything's going according to plan?
As good as can be. I'm almost out of here.
Good luck. Everything's going according to plan?
Well, you get nothing for nothing.
We had a whip round for you. Take these provisions. They're sure to assist you.
Let's see. There's a weasel that has dug through to the next cave. The hole is filled with water. Knots? No one ever taught me that. That won't work. It doesn't drain anymore. I'll put the stone to the side. Oh no! Bananas! And targets in the form of the pharaoh! Help! Oh, that's much more to my liking. I'll take a short rest.
Well, and that's the reason why I was extradited to the desert.
Man, what a creepy story.
Who's the naked, ugly chump who's taken a shower under our waterfall?
Is it possible?
The Pharaoh!
Good morning, fellows.
Tormentor, exploiter, enemy of Egypt.
Hey, let's all take it easy, guys. After all, we're all sitting in the same boat.
But our dastardly enemy.
Ephraim, perhaps we should behave like adults for a minute and first let him tell us what he's doing here?
If it has to be.
And that's how it came to be, that this spook sits on my throne while I was slaving away in that dreadful quarry.
So it was the undead Dinar who threw me out of the city.
That means there's a fiend who's even more treacherous than the pharaoh. It's inconceivable to think what could happen if this heart of Osiris were to fall into the hands of Dinar.
Egypt would have a new ruler, and his name would be Osiris.
I would never get the ANK back.
And I would end up having to brush my own teeth. Forever.
And if we all pulled together, we might even stand a chance at conquering this vile fiend.
Work together? With the pharaoh? Well, if there's no other way.
On my journey, I've gathered a few heavy objects that I wouldn't mind getting rid of. For example, this junk here, which looks a little bit like the heart of Osiris.
It's not true, is it? You have the heart of Osiris?
You can have it if you want. I have prettier trinkets back at my palace.
What should we do with it? Who would have the faintest notion of what to do with it? Asil, didn't you mention something about a master at the bazaar?
The term master is perhaps a bit exaggerated. He sells bogus betting tips.
We have to give the heart of Osiris to that master. He'll know what to do with it.
We've got to find something to put it in so we can transport it safely. An urn or some other vessel.
How about using this?
The trophy. That's a good idea. Hello, Asil.
About our relationship.
Yeah? What about it?
Tell me again, just why didn't things work out for the two of us?
Ooh, when you ask about the things that didn't work, what exactly are you asking me? I might have eventually forgiven you for turning up late for our first date because you overslept, and then not even commenting on my new hairdo. I would have eventually also forgotten that business with the rundown restaurant that only served camel's feet. The showing off in front of your friends. Well, I've managed to tolerate it this far. But when I stumbled across that love letter from the pharaoh's daughter, that was when it was really over.
How is it my fault when that chick writes me a letter?
But you didn't have to open it.
Shouldn't we give it another shot?
And how would you imagine that could possibly work?
I could accomplish great deeds for you.
If you could prove to me that you have something going for you and that you're serious. What am I saying? That'll never happen.
You don't know what you're missing without me.
Well, so what am I missing? Hot nights.
I would make you sweat.
The last time you made me sweat was when you didn't have enough cash on you to pay the bill at the restaurant. I think you need a cold shower instead. Hello, Asil.
Do you perhaps have any useful items for me?
Here, these things might come in handy. Hello, Asil. Yeah? I had no...
If you're ready, then let's go.
I should take a closer look at that. The 11th commandment, it says, "And thou shalt not take all of this stuff too seriously." Wow, what a find! A large ladle with a long handle. Locked. I can't stand water, and especially not this water. A sharp-edged shell. Blocked. A soft, cushy pillow. So far, so good. So... Hey, that's it!
Do you like soccer?
I hate soccer. I hate you. I hate all of this.
Do you like couscous?
I'll give you couscous in just a minute. I want to go back to the quarry.
Somehow it's just not the same.
Lunch break. Now of all times?
Oh, so who do we have there?
Dinar!
What a merry troop. A former pharaoh and a former guardian of the ANK, accompanied by a horde of wannabe revolutionaries. And I sense a presence that I haven't sensed in Osiris. You have his heart in the trophy.
Damn it, he appears to have a nose for that.
How practical that you bring me both at the same time.
You'll get that only over our dead bodies.
Anything else would be boring. So then let us...
What's this parade all about?
Daddy!
Tara, my child. There you are. What have you done this time?
We've...
What is that? The trophy I contributed to the big game? You found it. You did a great job. 1,000 thanks.
Ambassador, may I respectfully suggest that I should be the one who takes the trophy into safekeeping until the final?
Anything but that!
Don't worry, Pharaoh. I look after my trophy until the final game is over.
Ambassador, let me rephrase that. The gods are a bit cranky at the moment. We wouldn't want them to lose their temper on you, would we?
Thank goodness I'm an Arab. The Egyptian gods have no jurisdiction over me. No one puts their dirty paws on the trophy until the game is over. And then I will personally present it to the victors.
Oh, all right then. Let the big game decide.
We have to get back the trophy with the Heart of Osiris in it.
And the ANK.
Yeah, we shouldn't forget the ANK either.
Tara, can't you talk your father into giving you the trophy?
You don't know my father like I do. Because of the diplomatic protocol, I'll have to sit next to him and watch the game. Our only hope is that Moses' team wins the game. Then my father will hand the trophy over to the winning team, and Dinar will never have the chance to lay his hands on it.
But if Moses' team doesn't win?
Then the Cairo Pharaohs win, and the trophy goes to Dinar.
Then we'll break into the arena and do everything necessary to prevent the Cairo Pharaohs from winning.
So be it.
Let's take the path through the catacombs.
It's about to start any minute now. The great match between the Cairo Pharaohs and the outsider team, the Nile Crocodiles. And the Nile Crocodiles seem to play without their best forward, Moses. He's not to be seen anywhere.
And Moses won't be coming so quickly. I've made sure of that.
Damn, and I'm stuck here. I hope our secret plan works.
Be careful, Asil, and good luck.
The arena is just above you. Do what you can so that Moses' team wins the game.